What is happening, everyone? Welcome to episode 2 of our reinvigorated Jesters Rage series. As you can see, there's been some progress on good and the bad side of the fence. Died a couple times, got jumped by some of the various AOA mods, or mobs, excuse me. But made my way over here. Pull up on the map, you can see this is where we started. We're not too far, but we cleared this area out. So we have ourselves a nice little hill, a small structure just to start off with, and some flat areas. Feel like putting some plant stuff over here. We've got a couple of fruit trees, though unfortunately we got shafted with that one. It's a cherry tree, and we got shafted with the apple tree. Only 2 fruit per. So once those harvest, we'll pull them, make a new one. Speaking of the fruits with this mod having Spice of Life, there's a little thing you're going to want to do early on in your map, should you choose to. I will go ahead and show you that right now. And what this will do is this will help with the whole food issue requiring the variety. Personally, I like to start off with the different fruits. And I will show you why here in a minute. First, let's look at apples. 2 little nuggets of hunger. Nugget and a half of saturation. So that's a good thing. But all the other fruits, you're looking at a half. That's pretty garbage. That's kind of a waste, actually. But if you go and you make yourself a juicer, 2.5, what was a half, just by juicing it up. And as you can see, we have, what is that? 5 candleberries you can't turn into juice. We got 5 of these, plus apples. That makes 6 juices. We've got carrot seeds, so you make carrot juice. That's 7. Once the cherry starts cooperating, we'll have cherry, which makes 8. So here we are early on, and we're already doing okay. You can also see that there are 6 nuggets of saturation, which help out also. To get those reorganized, I'm going to go ahead start planting some of these. I do need to make a trip down there. Oh, I don't want to do that. We're not making rice. Gotta make a bucket. And we don't have any iron. Fortunately, we have clay. So we can make an unfired clay bucket. Cook that up. So we'll get some plants going here. Start making some food stuffs. There's a lot of stuff that you can do without a lot of the cooking utensils that are needed. Whether it be a cutting board, which requires iron, you got saucepans, you got pots, stuff like that. So you can see I picked up some of this quarried stone. Always like the quarried stone. Kind of. Let's see if we get Kendrillite. Nope. Not that time. Go get one more, make us a water source. We don't have to keep running back and forth. So let's face it, it's a pain in the butt. Okay. So, over the first few episodes I'm going to see if I can't keep getting one. There's one. See, there he is. Little Kendrillite. The water's kind of causing problems for him. But for the first few episodes, there will probably be a fair amount of progress jump. You can see we started off, had nothing, and now we made a little bit of progress. Oop, need wood. Need cropses. Crops are cool. I like crops. You'll see progress jumps early on because, well, that's one of those necessary evil kind of things, I think. Nobody wants to see you mining for an unknown amount of time or stuff like that because it's just boring as hell. Let's see here. 1, 2. So you'll see progress jumps, but once we get to the point where we start making technological progress, stuff like that, things will change. But for now, we gotta get a good steeple structure going. As you can see, still gotta get a roof up there. 1, 2, 3. But more importantly, we have to fight back the hunger. Also, we've made the change in the pack for hardcore mode for AgriCraft. What that means is the 10-10-10 option. You go through, you breed them up, you get the awesome version of the seeds. Yeah, there's a new hardcore option. Well, I don't know how new it is, depending on when the last time you played AgriCraft and PAMs and all that fun stuff. But in the hardcore version, it's determined by the number of seeds. So if you've got one grown crop, you have one parent basically, and you're going through, you're going to try and get those up to 10-10-10. With one, it's not going to happen at all. So don't even try. Now, I'm trying to do this off of recollection, so bear with me just a little bit. With one parent, you have a 75% chance of degradation, 25% chance of the same stat. And as you go up, those stats increase. 25%, I want to say it's a 50% chance of degradation. You have a 25% chance that it will get better. 25% chance it'll stay the same. And it goes up to where when you have 4, I think they said it was a 50% chance of increase, 50% chance it will remain the same, which is kind of crazy. So it just makes the whole concept of 10-10-10 a little bit more challenging. But it, again, adds to the I'm trying to build a challenge here. The whole concept of, okay, I've been playing for, now mind you, I've got about an hour and a half in between the last episode and this one. So you're looking at just short of 2 hours. Well, 2 hours is a fair amount of time, and I haven't even started mining yet. Trying to get all the stuff cleared out, and that's somewhat normal depending on your play style. Let's see what we can get from these plants. But once at that point, you're looking at, okay, now I can start getting into some of the other stuff. Clear some of this crap out. Start getting into some of the other more advanced things, like, okay, I need to start looking at power. What am I going to do for power? Now, mind you, I've already begun having that conversation with myself, trying to come up with something a little bit different than what I normally do, just to keep things interesting for the series. Sweet. Peanut is awesome. The reason I say that is peanut leads to peanut butter, which leads to peanut butter and jelly of all the, well, not all of, but most of the various fruit types. You'll have a different kind of peanut butter and jelly. I'll go ahead and show you. Jelly! See, you got the jellies, you got the sandwiches. Go ahead and get some sleep action in. So as you can see, that's very advantageous. Don't have any just yet, But another thing that's amazing to have, which anybody who's played Pam Harvestcraft is well aware of it, and that's soybean. And yeah, I don't have any yet. I've already gone through the ones that give soybean of what I have, and it was no dice. Okay, pumpkin. Pumpkin is good for the stuff you need seeds. Or I'll go ahead and show you. Oh, I suppose the pumpkin pie is not terrible if you have enough. Decent for stock, but it's because it gives 4 seeds. You need it to graft melons, poppy, beans, winter squash, and zucchini. But when you start looking at, it's good for soup. There it is, squeezer. If you start needing seed oil, there are a handful of things that require seed oil, especially when you look into the carpenter. Pregnated casing, all the bee stuff, pregnated stick. You're going to need seed oil. So if you have a healthy harvest of pumpkins, there you go. That'll make things a lot easier for you. Eggplant is... Ooh. Let's see if I'm going to get lucky with these. Yes, I am. Show you what's good with the eggplant. Eggplant and the garlic. You take eggplant, you take garlic, and you need the bakeware, if I recall. Yes, the bakeware, which is just 8 brick. Stuffed eggplant. This is half, this is half. That's 5. So how awesome is that? That's another one of the ones I go to early. It just requires me to make some bakeware, which I have the stuff for, so that's not a big deal. But as you can see, stuff is already growing. We got our first carrot. I'll go ahead and show you. Carrot juice. That was a waste. I admit it was, but it filled up some saturation. So we got some plant stuff going, which is awesome. Right-clicking on these enables you to pick them up without breaking them. Otherwise, you will quickly fill your inventory. And I do mean quickly. Let's face it, anybody who's played this for a period of time, inventory is hard to come by as it is. Ah! These are awesome. Ender lily seeds. The end of last episode, we were looking at this stuff over here, and we saw this. It was like, ooh, we'll have to grab that between episodes. I'm glad that I did. Had all those seeds in there, which was absolutely amazing. It made me happy. So we have Ender Lily seeds, which are going to really come in handy for Ender Pearls, which go into stuff like Ender IO. These avocados done. See, even avocado. I don't know what avocado is used for. It's one of those I never really use a whole lot. But since we're here, since we're talking about avocados, let's see. See if there's anything easy to make. So that removes all those because it requires iron and stuff. No, it's useless. And a fermenter gives you 50 biomass, but that requires power. Power is something we don't have. It gives you 100 fruit juice in a squeezer. Fruit juice is great for the fermenter. But if we get into a fermenter, that's a healthy chunk away. I mean, come on, we're only in episode 2. I haven't even started mining. How can we even consider looking at what are we going to do with all this stuff? Not going to happen. Salt. This might not be bad. No, I'm not going to do that. You have 5 items and it only gives you 3. Not going to happen. Not even the ochre chips. That's not terrible. Parsnip, onion, carrot. We have all those, so that's a consideration. That requires meat. All the meat stuff we're going to kind of hold off for a while. Just because, well, we're going to get to other stuff. Like tofu. I need tofu in real life. So I'll tear up some tofu in here. So many different uses it's good for. Okay. So, we got some plant stuff done. Showed you what we have accomplished here just a wee bit. I think I'm going to start doing some mining. See if I can get a little mining area done and accomplished. And I will be right back. All right, we're back. Went ahead, got, I wouldn't say a whole lot of mining done, but a little bit. Kept up with the little farming side of things, getting things situated. Decided I needed to go and explore just a little bit, looking for other materials. And I was able to find some sugarcane. But while I was searching around, I came across something that I can't say I always try to hunt down, but usually when I'm exploring, I like looking for. And when I find them, oh crap. These are the little goblin things. These things are a pain in the butt. Because they hit like a tank. And quick. You see, another one. Just the one smack dropped me down 4 hearts. But, anyhow. See right there, through the trees, the cobweb. And that is the greatwood tree that has the, what's it called? The cave spiders underneath. Now, I almost always look for those because you can often get good loot. And depending on what you find, you can get really lucky, especially in this pack. And I'm not going to give away any hints unless, of course, it happens. And hopefully we don't get completely ruffle stomped by these bastards. Because poison sucks. Okay, well, that's awesome. We got redstone. We didn't get what I was hoping for, so I'm not going to tell you. Just because that's how it works. If you, like I said, if you check this pack out, I really hope that you do, then you might figure it out for yourself. But we're going to take a wide berth, so to speak, around this area so you can see the kind of time that has passed. See the vegetation in this chunk of the tainted biome is gone. And that just is what happens with time. But over here, we got a bunch of clay, which is always good to have. Having that taint biome and a bunch of these pillars nearby is going to be really handy when it comes time for Thaumcraft. And like I've already alluded to, I want to get into Thaumcraft early. There are potential ideas I have for the pack or for a variation of the pack that will require me to get my knowledge of Thaumcraft up. However, we have also accomplished a few other things. You can see I am making a tank. I'm going to need that, though. Shit. I'll have a bucket. I didn't think that through exactly. However, seared brick. It is time to make a smeltery. We have already upgraded this to the copper level, which is fantastic. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Need one of you. Now it's being stupid. I don't know why. Need one of you. Pair of you. Now, I always make my smelteries pretty much the exact same way. So, it's just something that I do. But it's a matter of where do I put it. This area is, well, this particular structure is temporary. I have an idea for like a giant structure to put here, almost kind of like oil rig style. I think I'm going to go with just an elevated structure. But that was also before I realized the bad guys aren't really causing too much of a problem, which is a surprise for me. Because I honestly expected more out of them. They're letting me down. And now that I've said that, something bad's going to happen. And I'm just going to get stomped. Okay, that stuff's in place. Controller in the front. Drain. Drain. You. We're going to put you there and you there. And then last but not least, always start off with exactly one stack. I always have. So now we just gotta fix our other problem, being the tool. We can't make iron, and I haven't found exactly what I was looking for in order to get us where I wanted us to be as a nice healthy boost. However, I did find that, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do real quick, I can't because I don't have many. Damn it. I got to waste my bucket. That's okay. It's okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you something cool that I like about my pack. Go down this little area just a wee bit. This was the start of my little mining excursion. As you can see down here, this does not look normal. You have the different blocks. You can see a lot of ore blocks, which is awesome. I'm excited for that. But you see these stone lava crust. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot has a mod called Cave Biomes. And Cave Biomes does exactly what you see here. It adds a different variation for the caves. It adds the stalagmites and stalactites. Just changes the overall look of it. I thought it was epic, so I'm using it. But this stuff, look at that. Lava source block. So you see around here, yeah, we've got that lava there. Got a little bit of lava over here. But all of these lavas, or the stone lava crust, each one is its own source block. How epic is that? And it just dawned on me. I had the materials to make a bucket this whole time. One of these days, I'll figure out what the hell I'm doing. Probably not any day soon. But, regardless, we have a bucket. It's got lava in it. Single use only, because it's lava and it's going to cook the bucket. Bam! Done. But that means we can do that. And we can do that. That's going to give us our aluminum brass. And then we've got these. Take a handful of tin ore berries, you mix it with some copper, you get bronze. The beauty about bronze. Mining level 10. So we are here at a flint pickaxe, which has the boosted mining level of copper. We are jumping from copper over iron to tin. How awesome is that? Which means now we can go find some iron, mine it up good, and make us a bucket. All the buckets in the world. But if I was smart, I would have done a search for bucket. You can make them out of bronze. You can make it out of copper. all these metals. I completely forgot that metallurgy did that. One of these days, I'm going to have to pay attention. So, I think that about does it for episode 2. Nighttime is upon us. We're going to hit the hay. And I will see you next time. Take it easy, y'all.